wood one. You could have an aluminum one,
Nah,
right?
they should all
You
be
could have
wood.
now the whole. If they're different, then you need different skills, different repair techniques, and you need different tools to do them.
You're gonna
So
find a West
so a
Marine on
welder
these
might not
islands?
be valuable to you. A
Yeah.
welder, or some type of a rivet gun might not be valuable to you as a fiberglass guy on the island, but some resin and epoxy might be very valuable to you versus a good saw and hammer or whatever to be able to do your wood boat repairs.
Right, they
You see
left
what I'm
that
saying?
resin in epoxy, somewhere under a tree somewhere for you to find. You have to use
Yeah,
some clues to find the parts
a
you need
whole
to
thing.
rebuild your
Yeah,
boat.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I like it.
I'd like to
All
see
right.
Greg do that. We'll see how long he lasts.
I want to be one of the executive producers of the whole
Oh, no, no,
thing.
no. You're gonna be one of the actors. Oh, you definitely.
Barry, you got to be a contestant on this show.
Yes.
That I could do. Yeah.
I think you do. I think that's the.
I don't know what you. Well, I guess you have to find our already beaten
Yeah,
boat. I was thinking
we
about
can do.
taking.
Greg, you can not the producer. You can be the host of it, Craig.
Yeah, okay, I like that.
I think you could do that. I think you
Yeah.
could do that.
One of the cushy jobs. Yes.
I'll be
anything
the
that has-
technical producer guy behind the scenes.
Okay.
Barry, you're going to be a contestant, and we're looking
Right,
for
I'm gonna get
contestants who can
killed.
do this.
Yeah, I know. The red shirt, I get killed in the first quarter. That's it.
You're right.
Let's say goodbye to
Right.
Barry. He floats away. Look, there's a shark.
Yeah.
Psh. Look at that. A great white just jumped out and ate him in one shot.
Yeah.
All right.
It sounded pretty good to me. I'm sold.
I like the
Of course
idea
it
of the
would.
teams fighting amongst themselves while they're trying to repair the boat, and I
Right.
like the idea of like the doomsday clock ticking down. Maybe it's for the whole episode. Maybe it's also per episode that there's some sort of
Catastrophe.
catastrophe is going to happen, or
Well, Barry's on the boat.
the tide's
Greg's-
going to come in and flood your area, or the volcano's going to go off and melt the island.
Yes, somebody's gonna die. That's all we got to put out there. Look, you come up with $1 million idea on the world of boating today. More coming up.
You're listening to the World of Boating Radio Network.
Traffic sucks, unless you're scuba diving with Mike Scott.
Mike glanced down at his dive computer. It showed less than 50 psi left in his tank. Probably just a few more breaths.
Or riding shotgun in a thrilling car chase.
One bullet hit the Jeep's windshield, spiderwebbing the passenger side. Mike shifted into second gear and felt the Jeep leap forward. This just got serious.
Escape your commute with audiobooks from author Eric Douglas. Download to your phone. Go to booksbyeric.com or audible.com.
Do you have a message or product you need to share with the boating world? Well, look no further than the World of Boating radio show. Just like you, thousands of boating enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to worldofboating.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
You have successfully navigated the Sea of Commerce and now are clear to cruise with the World of Boating.
I do like the water.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
Sun, the sea air, good friends.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
They only take up a couple marinas, so it's relatively
It's small. Yeah, this
Or
is
docks,
not
I
like
should
a
say.
boat show. This is
Yeah.
just a couple of docks with a bunch of trawlers up and down those docks. So it's
Yeah.
very cozy. Is
right.
that
I think it's
what's-
4 or
what's the-
5 brands usually. I think might be a couple more that they have.
Right.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
you'll get-
usually they're on display at the boat show too, though, aren't they?
I don't think you have
I've
that
seen 'em there
many
before.
And I don't think
Yeah.
they have the variety insofar as the sizing, maybe, or the models, as they do at the Trawler Fest. I think that's where they bring out the.
Well, yeah, but
Different
because
boats, right?
they're having it after Miami, so they're probably just going to move them from Miami. Miami has a couple of different spots. They have the convention center, and then they have across the causeway over in the water. They have all the big boats, the sailboats on one side,
Yeah.
and these trawlers and other boats on the other. And I'm sure what they're doing is timing it out so that once the Miami show is done, they're just going to untie and go up the Intracoastal to Bahia Mar and then reset up.
Mhm. All right. And I mean, the boat that you're restoring there, Joe, is that considered a trawler?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
Yeah, it is. We refer to it as a pocket trawler. A pocket trawler is anything that's probably under 30 feet, less than 10,000 pounds, and able to be trailered. A trailerable trawler.
Right.
Trawler really has to do with. I have a video where I talk about what exactly is a pocket trawler, and it's got to be less than 30 feet. It's got to be way less than 10,000 pounds.
Okay.
It generally needs to have a keel. Right? It's not
Yeah.
flat bottom.
Right.
It needs to have usually a single engine. And it needs to have living quarters, a galley, a head, and obviously a steering helm. Usually that's covered.
Right.
So if you had a center console, and even though it has a little V-berth down below, that's not a trawler because it's not flat bottoms, got more than one engine, doesn't have a galley or a head. These combination of features, it's kind of what makes it a trawler. And the reality is that, recreational trawlers kind of harken back to fishing trawlers and these type of workboat designs, lobsterman boats, and this type of stuff.
with the
they
big
kinda-
bow and all that. You
Big-
see
big
going through the
bow, they have a
10-foot
covered-
waves and water.
covered
Well,
pilot
slide.
like
house.
what-
They have a covered pilot house, and they generally had displacement hulls that with a single engine, so they're very, very fuel efficient, very
Yeah.
relatively seaworthy.
Well, like the Nordhaven. That was the
Yeah,
that's
that's a
classic,
trawler.
right?
Classic trawler,
Hmm.
fantastic reputation,
Yeah.
very expensive.
Yeah.
But I think the smallest Nordhaven is. I want to say I don't think they make anything below 40 feet anymore. I think they're all quite a bit bigger.
Yeah. I bet you're right about that.
Right, they're fairly large. So pocket trawler is much smaller. It costs less to run. It costs less to berth at some place. It costs less to haul it out, put it back in. Everything is cheaper. And one of the things I learned from living aboard boats for a number of years is that it has very little to do with the size of the boat. It really has to do with the layout inside the boat and how the spaces are utilized, whether or not it's comfortable and can be used long term.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm reading because we were discussing this during the break of some of the boats they're going to have at this Trawler Fest, and they
Yeah,
have
what
these
do they
Ranger
say?
tugs. So they,
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Ranger Tug R25, and we were discussing the buying a new versus doing what you're doing, which is restoring.
Yeah.
What's the better way to do it? So this
Yeah.
boat, the R25, is $210,000.
Right.
So
And that's probably 210 without the options. There's that you'd be surprised what options that probably doesn't include.
hmm.
I
Yeah.
would think.
That'd be like
That
the
sounds
base
very.
model.
That sounds a little low.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says prices on include taxes, dealer prep and freight may vary, prices, specifications, equipment, and
Right.
options may change without notice, but
Right.
it does have an engine.
Right.
So,
Yeah, well, you
so I
want
don't have
that.
to have
So
great,
I've done the
with a
numbers,
paddle.
for my trawler, and I'm constantly. I think my boat, by the time I'm done, will cost me $70,000-$80,000.
And you can find
yeah.
a boat like that for 70 or
I
80,000, and you've rebuilt
I
it.
don't believe that you can find a boat for $250,000 that will have what my boat has. I
Right.
don't think so. I
Yeah.
think if you buy, I'll tell you this: if you buy a brand new Ranger, 27, 31, whichever model you want,
Mhm.
it will not have the charging capabilities and the electrical system that I'm going to have on my boat. They simply don't offer it. It won't have a 600 amp lithium battery bank with Victron, 3,000 watt Victron inverter charger with 900 or 1,200 watts of solar panels. It won't. It doesn't. It won't have that. I'm not saying you can't put that on that boat. But when you buy it from the factory brand new, it does not come with that stuff.
Right.
Okay.
It comes with something much, much less than that. Because what I've learned from doing now that I'm in phase 2 and I'm buying all the electrical pieces and parts that got to go in here is that kind of just like doing a house, right? You're going to remodel your kitchen. Well, guess what? It costs X amount of dollars to have a marble countertop. It costs X amount of dollars to have a certain type of refrigerator. It costs X amount of dollars to do this or that. And when you spec everything out, the price is the price. You might find it over here, couple, 5% cheaper than someplace else, but it is what it is. What you're paying for the labor, you're paying for the materials, you're paying for somebody's expertise or design to install it, and it costs what it costs. There's
Right.
unless you're having it built somewhere where the labor is particularly cheap, or you're like me, you're doing it yourself. So your labor, you said, Barry, I'm retired. Labor doesn't cost me anything.
Well, yeah, but you see, it's your baby, so you're going to take your time. And it's going to come out really nice. When Mike and I
Yes.
were at the boat show, we saw boats coming from other countries, and you could
Yes.
see the fiberglass work was very wavy
Yeah.
and not very nice. I mean, it
Yeah.
didn't mean that the boat wasn't safe, but it just did not look like some of them that are coming out of manufacturers in the United States, where
Yeah.
you look down and you look at the reflection, you don't see anything.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely
Yeah.
perfectly molded.
Yeah.
And
What
then
countries did you see the boats from? Do you know?
I didn't want to say any of the countries, and
Yeah.
Why?
there were some South American countries. There was
Oh.
one there. I don't
I
want to
have
beat
been
up on
looking at
anyone.
boats that are built in Turkey. Turkey is where they build the. I don't know if it's Nordhaven or is it the Cagney Krogan.
They make those
but they
boats in
have a-
Turkey?
Yes, they do.
I
They
thought
have
they
a
were like
number of
Swedish or
these
something.
high-end. No, they have a number of these high-end boats that they are building there, and from all accounts, the craftsmanship is
Pretty
top
good.
shelf. Top shelf.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good. And of all places,
I guess, I guess it depends on, who's working on them, who's building them.
That's right. Good is good. If they make them good, the reputation gets out there and people buy them. All right, more coming up on the World of Boating.
You're listening to the World of Boating Radio Network. You have successfully navigated the Sea of Commerce and now are clear to cruise with the World of Boating,
I do like the water.
the radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
The sun, the sea air, good friends.
Brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
We now return to Night Boat, the crime-solving boat.
Faster, Night Boat. We've got to catch those starfish poachers.
You don't have to yell, Michael. I'm all around you. Oh no, they're headed for land.
We'll never catch them now.
Incorrect. Look, a canal.
Oh, Night Boat, go!
Oh, every week there's a canal. Or an inlet. Or a fjord.
Quiet! I will not hear another word against the boat.
I was young, I was dry, but to sail I would go. 1 hour on the water, I was soaked down below. Though I tried, I couldn't hide from my mother's piercing view. But all she would say was, a big boy like you. Wet before, wet behind, we're the members of the Wet Pants Club.
Getting a little pissed here.
Wet before, wet behind, we're the members of the Wet Pants Club.
This is the World of Boating. Gregor First Mate, Barry the Boater, Joe from Motor City Boat Works, and it looks like we might actually even have Mike the Mariner on with us. He joined the crew after all, possibly. Mike, how you doing, buddy? What's going on?
I'm doing great. I've been trying to get onto the show for about an hour now.
Yes.
and finally got a signal. I'm on
Okay.
a part of the river that has almost no cell signal and no Wi-Fi, of course.
All right.
I'm at a restaurant now. I'm at Swamp House that has a signal, and the weather has absolutely turned out beautiful.
Well, that's a big
great day on the
coincidence.
river.
You're at Swamp House. Barry, during the commercial break, said he had Swamp Ass. I don't know if there's a connection there, but
I don't think the two are related.
You're
let's
gonna
hope
find
not.
the medication there, Greg.
And I actually
okay.
don't want to do any research
No.
to see if they are.
That's right. You surely don't. But yeah, okay. Well, you get a pass if you're boating. It's kind of difficult to do the World of Boating show at the same time. So you're out on the
It was
river
tough.
with your vessel. Where exactly? At which restaurant? What's the
Well,
name
we're
of it?
not. We're at a place called Swamp House in DeLand. It's on the St. Johns River,
Yeah.
and we're actually not on Silhouette. Silhouette is still in Jacksonville.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Getting refitted with running.
So you're sponging
So
off
we're
a fellow
on,
boating
we're on
friend,
our
is what?
third-
Yeah. Sounds
Wait,
like
you
that.
you said you're
we're
on.
we're on our tender.
Oh,
Oh, you're on your
Stinger.
little.
We're on our Craig Cat. Yeah.
the
Okay.
Craig Cat.
But,
Okay.
but you said you're on
the little,
DeLand.
the
Yeah.
little roller skate.
right.
Are you on DeLand or on
We're
DeWater?
in DeLand.
Oh,
yeah.
geez. Come on, Barry. Really?
Oh well, I'm in DeLand, and I am on land right now because
Uh-huh.
we're at a restaurant. But
Right.
no,
DeLand,
I'll tell you what. This
DeLand.
morning, we it was a little dicey this morning because it was overcast and the weather wasn't all that great.
Right.
And the forecast was, it's going to be a great afternoon. So I said, you know what? Let's just go put the boat in the water and go up to the restaurant and see what happens. And wow, the sun is out.
Yeah.
And I can't believe how many people are on this river today. It's unbelievable. The boat ramp where we put Stinger in is jam packed with boat trailers.
Oh, there
That's
you
why I
go.
don't go out on
Unbelievable. So,
weekends
hey,
anymore.
Well, that's fine. He's got. Well, so your Craig Cat. The name of it is Stinger. You actually named it Stinger. Is that right?
We call it Stinger. Yeah,
Okay.
we name everything. I mean,
As you should.
my truck is named. And,
Really?
And Colleen's car has a name.
Yeah. Well, what's the name of your
Even
truck?
our bicycles have names.
Oh, really? Okay. Now
My truck
that's
is
nuts.
Smokey.
Smokey. Okay. Mine's the Black Pearl.
Smokey.
And Barry, what's the name of your truck?
My
They
the
use to
name of my
tow.
truck is the one truck that can tow a boat where yours can't.
Wrong. I mean,
Yoda.
Yoda?
Yeah, it could
That-
be Yoda. Why
Barry's
not?
truck is called Yoda.
Now it's called Yoda. Okay.
Okay. Barry's
I could do that.
POS is called
Yeah,
Yoda.
POS? No, wait, not a Toyota Tacoma.
I don't know, Joe, up in Detroit, do you name your vehicles as well as your boats, or no?
I don't name my vehicles or anything. The
Okay.
boats get a name eventually,
Right.
but no.
All right. He's
Everything has a name in my household. So our bicycles are Scout.
yeah,
our
Now I
Scout
have names for my
Recons.
tools
My
and
boat. My
yeah.
I have
Hey,
names
we
for my
don't wanna-
tools. We got the
Yeah.
chopper and the snake and the
Oh.
party boy grinder and all
Okay.
these things.
All
But I
right.
don't name my other vehicles.
Yeah. My wife names
think
me
you-
a lot
I
of
think
other
you should,
names
though.
than
Oh, I'm
Greg.
sure she does.
Other 4-letter words come
Yeah,
out quite
that's right.
quite often.
Mhm.
But I don't know. Maybe it's a guy thing. I don't know.
I don't
It's
know. I think
necessarily
you
a
should.
boating
I
thing.
think you should name things. I mean, Colleen's car is Sammy. My truck is Smokey. Our bikes are Scout and Recon.
Yeah.
And then everything else has a name. Why not name
Okay,
everything? It
well,
kind of personalizes it.
Yeah. Well, Mike the Mariner, you're nuts, but that's fine. Perfect crew member of the world of boating. No, I'm not. No
I'm
judging. No judging here. Whatever works is fine by me. But yeah, the thing is, I got to give it back to him a little bit because I see the pictures and everybody can see this on Facebook, YouTube Live, and
Oh,
Twitch.
yeah.
He's
and-
out there, man.
Yeah.
He's out there on the water.
I mean, that's sounds like he's living the life right now that every boater would like to live.
I should show you what it looks like out by me.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's
Yeah, how
snow
much?
and snow.
How much snow did you have to dig out to even get to the, your facility there, Joe? Because he was telling us.
I
was
think
like-
he went out to go
today.
show us.
Today it was about 3 to 6 inches. Can you still hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got you.
Yeah,
All right.
3 to 6 inches. I'm moving locations here. I'll show you what it looks like.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
I basically had to figure out a way to
make it through the snow.
to get to the shop. Yeah, check this out.
Okay. All
But
right.
you still look the same.
Oh, how do I guess? Can I turn it around?
I don't know.
You can turn the
This
camera
one's-
around.
Yeah,
Let me see. here.
possibly.
Let me see. I probably have to turn off the background somehow.
Oh, we are
that's what it
technologically
is.
challenged here.
No,
Yeah, very much.
no. But yeah, I mean, I'm just talking about it. I'm
go.
I'm suffering from shrinkage right now. But
Oh,
there it is. Oh,
There it
wow.
is.
Yeah, that's some serious snow.
Look at that.
If that was only water, you could be
Yeah,
out
look
on the
at it.
water right now.
well, it is water. It's just frozen.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, you can see
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, you can see the little shed and everything.
Well,
Yeah.
I think you just proved that one thing for me. Glad I'm not you, Joe. Nothing personal.
Wait, you're
but,
from up Ohio, so it must
well,
have seen
yeah,
that before.
I'm not there right now.
No,
And there's a
okay.
reason. Too
Yeah.
damn cold.
Mm-hmm.
Too damn cold. I want to be like Mike the Mariner and calling up his
Yeah,
fellow
that's
crew
really awesome.
members.
No, but I am next time I go out, I do plan on going to the world famous Publix on the water and
Yeah, I got to
stop
see
there and
pictures
get
of
some
this.
pub
This is
subs. Yeah.
fascinating.
Grocery store on the water in South Florida.
Yeah.
You've already been there once,
No,
right?
I haven't been there yet.
Oh, you
Allie's
didn't
been
stop?
there. I have not. No,
Oh, I thought you went out there.
I went
this-
by it.
Okay,
No.
you didn't
That
stop.
that was test day. The next time I go out after I change out that part today.
No eating and testing in the same venture when you're out
No,
on
I
your
just
vessel.
didn't think about it when I was going by. And then, as I said, there was an attendant there at the dock
Yeah,
to help you tie up and kind of watch your boat as you do your shopping.
right.
They did. It is such a nice
Do
thing
they have
they
pump
did
out
over there.
facilities there? That's what I want to know.
No,
Well,
no.
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 Just to pull up and grab your stuff and go.
Grab your stuff, go inside. You could eat a meal if you want, but you get
Yeah.
pub subs and away you go.
Okay.
Huh.
Well, it's
Amazing.
something that we got to take advantage of. Maybe if we do work this out this next week when I come down your
Yeah.
way, Barry.
Yeah, it'll be a
mean-
nice day out there.
Yeah. I mean, you got to take me out lobster diving. Go buy me a public sub at the boat ramp there. And
Right.
well, I don't know what else can you do.
You're not going to know where I get the sub from. You know that.
What are you trying to say?
I can get it anywhere.
Well, I don't.
I'm going to
no,
get you a gas station sub, and I'm going to wrap it in the Publix wrapper and hand
Why?
it to you and say,
Well,
"Here you go."
What would the point of that be? What kind of
Just to tell
what
you.
kind of research and development for the World of Boating radio show is that?
Oh, I wasn't going to do it for them. I
Are you
was
trying
doing
to
it for
cut
me.
corners? How dare
Yeah.
you? How dare you?
All right.
All right. Well, everybody found some slight humor in that, I guess. I don't know. At my expense, we'll find out next week or the week after. We'll have to wait and see. But we're going to let Mike the Mariner get out there, do some more boating. Got to thank Joe for Motor City Boat Works. Once again, it's Motor City Boat Works, WERKS.com is the website to connect with him and hire him as a boating consultant for your restoration projects. But remember,
Thank
till
you so
next
much.
week, remember, whether it's sail or motor,
Life is better.
Life is better.
As
Your
a
life is better.
Come back here, you barnacle-bitten swab!
World of Boating is brought to you by worldofboating.com, your internet portal for the boating enthusiast.
Any of this getting through to you, son?
World of Boating is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Computer standing by.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past shows worldwide over the internet at worldofboating.com.
Computers can do that?
So tell a friend and come aboard every week for the World of Boating.
This is so great. I can't wait. I'm getting goosebumps. Feel me. Feel me.
The radio show devoted exclusively to the boating lifestyle.
TTFN, ta-ta for now.
the opinions you just heard on the World of Boating are those of the hosts, callers, and guests. They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
What are you being such a weenie for?
While on the water, your safety and the safety of many others depends on you. So boat smart and operate your vessel only after receiving the proper training and instruction for your area.
There is a fine line between genius and madness.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at worldofboating.com.